Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with our first recap of the college football season, of a game in the college football season. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel; it would be greatly appreciated if you do that, and you won't regret it. The Florida Gators beat the Miami Hurricanes 24-20. I had the score 24-14 Florida, and then you end up winning 24-20. So I got half of it correct. I got the pick right, and I said Florida would score 24 points, and I was correct in that. I'm going to talk about Miami first, and then I'm going to talk about Florida. Miami, pretty impressive. I gotta admit. Listen, they lost this game at Miami at 9-3, and predictions are meant to be wrong. They're winning at least 10+ games this year in the regular season. They played their asses off. A lot of mistakes, though. I'm not going to completely go ahead and blame Miami for all of them. Um, but you can tell this was a young team out there, and it's okay. Listen, a young team's going to make mistakes, and that's what happened. Florida was the more experienced team coming into this game, and then Florida went ahead, and that was proven. Even though I'm going to discuss why Florida almost chucked away this game several times. Miami, listen, Jaron Williams, they made the right decision there. He looked very good tonight. I thought that overall he played pretty well. I thought he felt pretty poised in the offense. He looked really good in the offense. I was very happy from what I saw from Jaron Williams. The Miami defense, I thought, played well tonight as well. 4 turnovers, including 2 picks and 2 fumbles. Very good. But at the end, the game came down to a fair catch that didn't happen. It was a muff punt by Miami. The guy went ahead and didn't catch the fair catch, and that turned out to be a touchdown 2 plays later. Then a missed field goal. You missed a chip shot. Felipe Franks and company. The offense drove down the field and scored another touchdown. And then the fake punt by Florida. I'll get into that in a second. So, I mean, Miami, they lost this game on mistakes more than anything. Now, those who get strained out is a young team, and hopefully it'll work out good for Miami this year. But Miami looks like at least a 10-2 team. They were able to hang with Florida, which is good. Now speaking about Florida, listen, Florida, they barely escaped out of this one. They almost choked away this game several times with a lot of pass interference calls. And I'm going to talk about the refereeing crew here in a second because I do have an issue about something they did in this game. But a lot of pass interference calls, a lot of bad penalties. Same thing with Miami, a lot of bad penalties. You also have, you basically won the game on Miami's mistakes. You scored 2 touchdowns off of Miami mistakes with a missed chip shot and them muffing the punt. You also scored your other touchdown in this one with a fake punt early in the game, and that was a good call. It was a gusty call by Dan Mullen. It was a pretty good call. I'll give him that. And then a jailhouse wide receiver screen, which, by the way, Miami, that could not happen if you're Miami giving up a 66-yard jailhouse screen. That could not happen. So give Florida credit there. They cashed in on that, and they put up 21 points on that and scored that field goal. So if you really think about it, Florida really only scored a field goal throughout the whole game on true offensive drives. So that's a good thing. Florida, by the way, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're lucky if you go 500 in the SEC. The way you look today, you are lucky if you go 500 in the SEC. For example, that interception, you have the ball with 4 minutes left, just won the 4-minute drill, won the ball heavily, close out the game. No, you throw a pass and it gets intercepted. Felipe Franks throws an interception, and Steve Spurrier. There's a lot of former Florida coaches at the games. Urban Meyer was at the game in Florida gear. I was very stunned to see that because I thought he was in LA during the show at 4, but he must have immediately hopped on the plane and was able to get there by 7, or maybe they probably filmed the show earlier in the week. But overall, Steve Spurrier's face was priceless. He was like, "What the hell are they doing?" And I was like that too. Everybody's like, I'm sure everybody's like, "What the hell were they doing?" But at the end, it didn't cost them, and Florida went ahead and win this one, 24-20. We'll see what happens. I think Miami gets to go on the road against North Carolina, a team no one's very high on, or some people are high on them, but I'm not. And I think Florida, they get a nobody um, in week two. Both of these teams have buys in week one because since they opted to play this game in week zero. And I do want to touch on something involving the refereeing crew. I thought they did great in the first half, terrible in the second half. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This rivalries, you just let the guys play. It felt like every other play they were throwing a flag, and some of them they were just picking them up. It was getting ridiculous. I was very disappointed how this referee crew came out in the second half because I thought they did great in the first half because you saw the Florida and Miami players going back and forth, trash talking each other. And unfortunately, the refs I think tried to stop that, and there was a few calls that were bad calls, and because I think they were trying to stop that. But overall, that's all I'm going to say about it. Florida, they're 1-0. Miami 0-1. We'll see what happens in week one. We'll see what happens in this Arizona Hawaii game. I'm going to be probably missing part of the first quarter of that game because I'm filming this, but that's okay. That's all I have about this game. Tell me if I missed anything. Tell me what you thought about the game down below. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate if you do that. Thanks for watching. McD the Beast here signing off.